Hello and welcome to the presentation on starting a group home. My name is Tony. I am your presenter today. So jumping right into it, what is a group home? A group home provides an alternative to traditional foster and residential care. It is normally a part of the foster care system. Throughout the presentation, I'll talk a lot about children, but bear in mind, not only are children residents of group homes, but adults are also residents of group homes, but pretty much the same model. The majority are unrelated. They live in a home-like setting. The ideal of a group home is to provide a feeling of integration into a particular community. So if you drive by a group home, you should not be able to notice that it is a group home. It should have the look and feel of any other home within the neighborhood. Residents of the group usually have either a chronic mental disorder or physical disability that prevents them from living independently. That is the main driver behind being in a group home. They are unable to function independently, and they require continual assistance. The assistance usually ranges from simple tasks, maybe tying a shoe, or taking medication, or even bathing. Some residents may also have behavioral problems that require supervision due to they might harm themselves or even others. A group home can also refer to a family home. So you may have a family that extends their family to the group home setting by allowing non-relatives to live in their home. So let's talk a little bit about the business opportunity itself. There's an opportunity in youth or adults. There are a variety of different types of group homes, mentally challenged, alcohol, the behavioral. Uh, they range infinitely. There are all types of group homes. Um, you can work with your preference of group home. Find the niche that you want. Many people have maybe a family member that may have an ailment that prevents them from living on their own, and that's the niche that they want to meet. There is an opportunity to generate income if you have a passion for children or adults that are in care. Then this might be a great opportunity not only to blend your desire to help, but also to receive compensation for your help. By the nature of any group home, you will have a need for staffing, so you'll be creating jobs. There's also an opportunity to repurpose homes. There are homes that are either vacant or foreclosed that often become great group homes, and they offer the landlord an opportunity to get his home back into the market. And it also offers you an opportunity to service your community. So, who's the ideal owner? It's really anyone that's wanting to help someone that's at a disadvantage, somebody that needs the help. Currently, a foster parent with two or more children. If you're already in the foster care system and you enjoy what you're doing and you want to expand, then maybe a group home is ideal for you. A retired parent with a passion for helping others. I run into parents all the time that once the children are gone, they find that they lose themselves. They don't, or maybe they're finding themselves and they feel incomplete without others being around. So it's a good opportunity to surround themselves around those that really could use their help or their need. Even couples wanting to assist children or adults, couples that want to either rent a home and set up a group home where they live in it and offer these services is a great opportunity. It's also a second career opportunity. If you've retired and you feel that you've got a lot of spunk, a lot of energy, and you want to help others, it's a new career, a new start. What does it take to start a group home? These are just the key areas. There are many details to starting a home that I won't be able to cover today, but this slide covers the top points. So zoning. And the zoning is different from state to state. In many states, your business is that it is a business that needs to be zoned as a business. So there's some requirements to go through making sure that your business is within the proper zone. You need to be licensed by the state. You cannot simply open up a group home and start to charge for your services. There is a process for every state to obtain the licensure. You need proper staffing. You need a qualified director. In most cases, the director needs to have at least a 4-year degree. They prefer the degree be in some type of social service environment. You require a board of directors. There are times where the board of directors can be a small group of people, but the bigger the board of directors, the better the organizations usually are. You require caregivers. The caregivers are the key to the business. They provide that day-to-day support to the population that's being served. The next item is a host letter. A host letter is nothing more than an agreement from a organization that they will supply you with your consumers, those that are in need of your services. They ultimately agree to supplying you a contract. Once you've received your licensing and you've gotten through your zoning and proper staff is set up, that's when a host letter comes in. And then you need a provider contract. These are contracts from whether it be a community-based service, a county, a state, or any agency that is placing children or adults in your care. There has to be a contract that governs how you will conduct your business. And then with every group home, there is a need for insurance. Professional insurance is specific to the operation of the group home. You need workers' comp. If you're starting a business, you have to operate as a business by at least setting up a workers' comp program for your business. So just a little bit about the statistics in group homes. So these numbers are based on 2011, so they may be a little bit skewed, but in 2011, September, there were over 400,000 children in the foster care system. Okay. Most entering in 2011, there were 252,320 children entering the system. And there's this continuing exit of the system as well. So in fiscal year 2011, over 245,000 of the children were exiting as well. So as a child reaches the age of 18, if he doesn't fit the criteria for a group home, he is transitioned out. And by then, we're hoping that that child has the independent skills to survive on their own, or that adult. The trends also indicated that there is a decrease in group homes, mainly because of increasing foster care parents. What about the race and ethnicity? In the same demographics, the 400,000, 41% were white, Caucasians, 27% were black, African Americans, and 21% were Hispanic, and 10% were of other races that were unidentified, being 1%. The placement settings. So 47% of the same group were placed in foster care homes. So that is a foster parent that's licensed by their county or their state to provide in-home services. This can be a single parent with only one foster child, or it could be a family who's added a foster child to their particular family setting. 27% in relative foster homes. So basically, if a child is not able to live within their immediate family, the next best option is kinship, some type of family member that's doing what the parents would normally do, but there's some type of stipend or assistance to those that provide these services in their home. 9% are in institutions. These are residential care facilities that might deal with behavioral. They might be incarcerated. There are many other reasons why they might be in the institution, but there's 9% there. And there's 6% in group homes. As we look at the overall group home landscape, there is about $1.3 billion that's going to group homes just servicing this 6% of people. There are 5% on trial home visits. So these are people that are going in and out of homes on a trial basis to see if it's a good fit for them. There are 4% in a pre-adoptive home. So they're ready to be adopted, but they haven't completed all of the paperwork or gone through the complete process to establish adoption. 1% are on the run, and then another 1% are in supervised independent living. So supervised independent living is nothing more than a home where uh, either the adult or the child is living there under their own care, but there is supervision at times just to make sure things are going okay and progressing as planned. Some high-level group home statistics. According to Forbes magazine, independent living communities should plan on average yearly income of $26,333. So it's not something that you can expect to get rich on. You can expect roughly $26,333 per resident on an annual basis. And of that, around 30% of it is a profit margin. Increasingly, group homes, as the group home is open, there is a need to maintain high occupancy. So the longer you're open, the more you have to keep your beds warm, so to speak. It's this need that is generated by all of the overhead that goes into staffing, vehicles, or gas, the incidentals. Observations of success. If you really want to start a group home, you need to have an administrator that is heavily involved in the day-to-day activities, somebody that is passionate about group homes, somebody that is passionate about serving the community and its residents. It's good to have a very selective program. Instead of having a group home that is a one-stop shop, take anybody, everybody approach, you're better off choosing a particular group of individuals that you would like to serve so that you can develop a program that's very specific to them. Those that have a strong understanding of the state policies and county policies and procedures usually have a high degree of success. Having a group home and treating them, the residents, as family is not enough. You really have to understand the policies and procedures that keep you in compliance. Nothing more to a great successful business other than its well-trained staff. You have to have a staff that's educated, capable of handling escalations, those that are happy to do what they're doing, and those that are willing to continuously learn. Group homes that are successful usually have administrators that are capable of delegating tasks and duties. They run it like a business. They understand that they can't do it all, or else the group home will fail due to owner or administrative burnout. Group homes that are focused on being compliant at all times are very successful. And last but not least, being physically accountable for all of the funds that go into the organization is critical to being successful. I hope that this small presentation was helpful to you. Like I said, my name is Tony. I am happy to provide additional services if you're in the market of starting a new group home, whether it be an adult or a child group home. You can reach us at info@grouphomebizz.com. Thank you.